care of as a baby. So child could be a dog, child could be a fucking plant, I don't know what plant. Child could be a lizard, child could be a bird, child could be anything that you would treat as if it was your child. But it isn't. It's your baby, but it's not your baby. That's a fucking fur baby. What the fuck? That's not. But okay. But technically speaking, it was a baby, but we don't respect all babies. It's just across the board, but that's not the term. Value is what we're on, Ethan. So you're in a car accident, and you're driving a fucking top-of-the-line luxurious family car, and you crash. Like, we can get into detail, make this even longer if you want to, or we just cut it short and say you crashed and you were upset. Now, what are you upset about? Are you upset because your family members are injured? Are you upset at yourself for causing a car accident? Are you upset that you crashed your luxurious car? Are you upset that you're late to something? Because I didn't even add in detail where the fuck you guys are going, because like I said, save time. I don't know if I'm going to, but I'm trying to. I see. It's 10 minutes long. I don't know how long I want to speak. It's just, I want to make a couple more videos. I don't know if I'm going to do them today or just throughout the week. It's, also I started my day at 6 o'clock. Don't know why I felt compelled to say it. I don't know if I said at the beginning, but I want to. I don't know. That's the point. It's not when you start, it's just starting in general. So, you crash. And the point of that whole entire story was, when you think of what you're upset about and what you're grateful about, what makes the Venn diagram split? Are you upset that you crashed? Are you upset that you hurt yourself and your family? Are you upset that it's going to cost a lot of money, but you're thankful everybody's all right? You're thankful that you're... I think I should be able to get this done in less than 40 minutes, but let me put on my Do Not Disturb, because people love doing that shit when I be on a roll. Do not disturb. Do not disturb. All right, ladies and gentlemen, do you know what the circle of life is and or what it means and blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that? Because from what life has been teaching me and other people, two things. One, and it always annoys me, but I'm just going to feed into it if I outwardly act out upon the fact that you guys see me for my age before you see me for my intelligence. So you see my youth and think, oh, yeah, fucking always watching TikTok, probably tasting Tide Pods and what else do other idiots do? Because I don't. Like, yes, I will admit I do idiotic things, but in smart ways. Sometimes. Not always. Because there's some things that's just like, you're a jackass for that. And it's jackass worthy, but it's not on video, so it didn't happen, did it? Back to the point. Circle of life, ladies and gentlemen, do you know what that means? Like, we all know what circle means, right? Where from the point that you start is going to be the point that you end, kind of like a track. Okay. So, in that term, we all know what circle is. And life is exactly what we're living. And I guess when they say circle of life, they mean you are going to die the exact same way that you were born. But, here's the kicker. You're not going to be as cute. Not as many people are going to love you. And you might leave an inheritance, so people are going to want you to die a little bit faster. So what I'm trying to explain to you is respect the elderly like you would respect your baby. I know, they're not as cute. I know, they're not as fun. I know, but what you need to know is the circle of life is called the circle of life because just as you are being born and learning a lot of things and trying to mold and understand things, at the end, it's doing the opposite. It's turning things into mush. It's making you forget things. You don't know things as well as you used to. And in all honesty, this is why I don't really want to age. Like, I want to age until the point that I am not aging gracefully, because at some point or another, I'm not going to answer the call. Okay, because, see, that's why I play my Do Not Disturb every motherfucking time. I'm on a roll of flippers. So, back to the point. I do not want to get to the point of where I am at the age where you guys remember me or want to remember who I am more than you want to see who I am today. Because the fact of the matter is, I am not who I used to be, because nobody is. With time changing, we all do change. And at some point or another, we're going to change to the ultimate change where it's like, I don't know who the fuck I am. And my reality is so distorted that I do not realize what I am doing is not corresponding to what I am actually doing. What I see and what is actually going on are two different images. And I try to explain that to people, but I'm a man of many words, but sometimes they're confusing, sometimes it makes sense. Like, either it works or it doesn't. So I figure those that are meant to understand me will understand me, and those that aren't, I either need to explain it differently or you guys are so stupid. So I'm going to try to explain this as many ways as possible. I don't know how many ways I'm going to do it, because I haven't thought of it yet. But as I'm doing it, I will do it, okay? So, when you start reaching a point of where you're restarting that, where you're getting back to the beginning of that circle, which is going to be your end, you start doing things that you would have never thought to ever do consciously, cognitively, because you have gotten that disconnection finally, because of maybe Alzheimer's, because of maybe a head trauma, because of, I don't know. I don't freaking know. I don't really know what causes it. But you know what? After making the video, I think I might try to go into it, because I know some of it is due to genetics. Some of it is due to what you have done in life. So it's just like, if you're meant to have it, you're meant to have it. But at the same time, I feel like for me personally, I'm going to live until the point I can't live gracefully. And I'm going to age until I can't age gracefully. Until the day that I can't get the soccer ball around, I'm dead. The day that I can't get in my own vehicle and go where the fuck I want to, I am dead. The day that I need to call somebody to help me wipe my ass, I am dead. The day that I need somebody to hand and foot me, I am dead. The day that I need people. Because at this point, at the age of 24, I choose to have people to be around. I stay at home. I take care of my parents because they're elderly people that need help. Even though only one of them I want to take care of. The other is just kind of there as part of the package deal, and because of love and life and all the fucked up shit. And maybe I'm trying to learn a lesson. Maybe this is supposed to be less about this, about that. Back at that point, the circle of life, you have to understand. They're the babies again. They're just not as cute as they used to be. They're a lot taller. They're a lot more wrinkled. They're way more. And when they hit you, it actually hurts compared to when they used to hit you. Just stop it. Stop. Just, why are you so aggressive? Now, whoa! Hey, whoa, shit, no, whoa, shit. Oh, shit, I was supposed to swing back up. That's how I lost my last. I'm kidding. I would never swing back on an elderly. I love the elderly because I understand the elderly because I misunderstood like the elderly, if you get what I mean. I'm going to continue to explain that. Most of society does not like me because of the fact that my mind works the way that it does. And what they want me to do is be this 9 to 5 type of person. They want me to be this factory type of worker. They want me to shut up. They want me to listen. They want me to see what they're giving me and not see past what they're truly giving me. They say this is food, but I see it as poison. Why would you make food this cheap? How could you make food this cheap? How can you say that there is not enough, yet you're making food this cheap? So you say it's food, but it's not food. And why is it so? Back to the point. I love to get off on tangents, and that's why these videos get so long. So, back to the point. They're not as cute, but you have to understand they're finishing. And some people finish quick, some people finish in time, and some you never flip and know. And what I have understood from the fact that people misunderstand me and people misunderstand the elderly is if sometimes you just approach slowly and you wait, everything will be explained to you, but sometimes you just need to walk away. And sometimes walking away does give that desired effect of calming down, and sometimes walking away doesn't give that desired effect of calming down. Sometimes it ranks it up more, but what you have to do is you have to be able to control yourself and not allow other people's emotions, well, that elderly's emotion, that baby's emotion, that high up energy. You can't allow that infect you and start to bother you and infest you to the point where now you're both vibrating very high. And what happens when you're both yelling, it's essentially a yell match. But if they're yelling and you're talking, it's just, they understand that they should stop yelling. But if you yell back, they're just going to continue to yell. Yeah! I'm yelling! You're yelling! I'm yelling! But, please don't yell at me. Why are you upset? See, we have no need to yell, do we? Exactly. So, could you show me what's wrong since I'm not quite sure what's going on and you're not quite speaking coherently for me to understand what you're saying? Oh! Well, that is your trash can, and trash is supposed to go in there, but I don't know how that poop got in there, but we'll take care of that, all right? We'll just get this baggie out your way. Sorry for the inconvenience. Thanks for letting me know, though. And it's with that calmness and understanding that most people seem to lack. They want the fast pace. They want the let's go. And if it's not let's go, then get the fuck out of my way because you're not let's go, and you're not keeping up with my pace. And my issue with life is, and seems to be life's issue with me, is they want me to slow down for them, but they'll never speed up for me. And I'll slow down, but once I go back to my idle speed, it's just like, no, keep going that slow. It's just like, no, because other places will tell me speed up, but at the same time, it's like, why do I have to speed up when other places will tell me slow down and blah this, blah that, and it's just going for the back and forth and tug of war. And at the end of the day, what I've realized is, it's nice to listen, but find what works for you and do that. And you guys are probably wondering, Ethan, how the fuck does this tie in with taking care of the elderly and being nice and kind to the elderly in the whole entire circle of life? Because once you learn that outside voices will always have thoughts and opinions on you, and sometimes they will matter, sometimes they really don't. What really matters is what you think of you. What really matters is what you do. What really matters is how you project your energy, and what really matters is how you let others affect you, how you let others do it. And I learned that through others just being rude to me because of the way that I displayed my energy. And what I've come to learn is, as long as I make this checklist of, am I hurting anyone? Aside from the feelings, well, aside from the visual feelings, no, because they could shut the fuck up and look away and I'd be fine. Have I imposed my thoughts and opinions on people? No, I did speak my thoughts out by and say, you have to do this. Hey, do this way. Hey, don't forget. Did I do that? No, I did not do that. So I did good about not imposing my thoughts and opinions on other people. Was I being rude? I may have had some instances, but was I doing it intentionally? No. Did it bother people? I'm not quite sure because I don't think they're the types to want confrontation, or maybe they just said fuck it and assumed and wrote off that I'm just a forever asshole. I'm not quite sure, but I don't think I intentionally pissed off people. And what's another thing? Do they understand anything I'm saying? Because that's a very big thing, because it doesn't matter how I say it, when I say it, how fast I say it, blah, this, blah, that. If you don't understand me, you're not going to understand me. And it's fine if you don't, because not everybody's expected to. That's why there's so many fucking genres of music and everything. There's so many genres of music, so many genres of TV shows, so many genres of movies, and blah this and blah that, because everybody understands things differently. But at the same time, with the fact that we're supposed to be able to explain things differently and understand things differently, we all understand the exact same thing, even though it's displayed in different ways. So the circle of life, I know I'm eventually going to tie this all back together. The circle of life, that baby and that grandpa are essentially the same. The only difference is grandpa's got wrinkles and the baby doesn't. But when they both scream out the nonsense that's going through their brain, it's because they're trying to process what's going on. I don't know what babies see because I don't understand baby babble, but sometimes I do understand grandpa and grandma babble, because every once in a while, this grandpa and grandma did have the vocabulary and understood our speaking. They can sometimes and will remember to speak actual words, but for the fact that the baby has no memory or the muscles to be able to speak the words that we do, they got their own language that, I don't know, maybe society has decoded it, but I'm too low on the totem pole to really know what we all, I'm too low on the totem pole to know what society knows, but I don't know baby talk. Maybe somebody does, but I don't. I know grandpa and grandma talk, 'cause that's partly English, and I'm pretty good at listening to English and parting out some words, and sometimes I'll repeat it, but even, at least grandpa and grandma, I can decipher that shit. Babies, I don't know, but you look so cute. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, give the patience to grandpa and grandma that you would to a baby. And if you wouldn't give patience to a baby or grandpa and grandma, then avoid them as much as possible. Give them the patience and kindness and understanding that you would give to yourself. And if you wouldn't give yourself... So far, statistically, from what you guys have shown, you guys listen to me better when I'm in the black and white filter. And this is something I really want you guys to listen to, because this is something really important for something that doesn't relate to me, because I'm an orphan, ladies and gentlemen. I can't stress this enough. So listen to me, because I'm pretty sure y'all got parents somewhere. And if not, this is going to be one of us eventually. I hope not me, but it could be you. The circle of life, ladies and gentlemen, do you know what that means? Let me explain a little bit clearer. The way that you start is the way that you end. If you don't remember how you start, let me remind you. Good, good, gaga, blah, screaming, blah, 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 blah. You know what the fuck you do. I'm not a whore. I just didn't know any better. Now that I'm wiser, now that I've been through, now that I have the intelligence to be able to tell myself, oh, I'm not a whore. I was just a little bit too broken. I used other bodies to fix me, just to find out I'm just injuring others and passing on trauma bonding. Not trying to be the bad guy, but I am. Well, used to be. I'm not a whore. I just don't fucking know what the hell is wrong with me. I was taught by society, go out there. Don't chase dreams, just chase bodies, chase opportunity. Every shot you get, take it. So she's laying there, asking you, begging you, persuading you, manipulating you, made you pay her to. I don't know what she did to get you to, but